Hello everyone, you may call me Twilight Dusk, and this is Hearthstone. I realize I haven't been recording anything in a while. I apologize for that. I got into Hearthstone recently and I've been playing it. I wasn't actually planning on recording anything right now. However, this draft has forced my hand. For those who aren't aware, what I'm playing right now is Arena mode in Hearthstone. You pay either gold or real money, and you build a deck of cards, 3 random cards at a time. The very first thing I got in this draft was one of these legendary cards, which almost never show up. A little bit later, I got a second legendary card showing up, and now I have a third. This is just kind of ridiculous. So my choices here, I grabbed this one, Legendmage Thalnos, before. It's not a very good one, but honestly it was a pick of 3 kind of bad legendaries. So I mean, honestly, legendary is not always good, just kind of ridiculous. Archmage Antonius is the mage-specific legendary. Pretty good overall. You can just throw fireballs until he's dead because he keeps cycling fireballs into your hand. I could go with 2 of him, or I could go with Ysera here, who is considered just one of the best neutral legendaries available. And I'm honestly at a bit of a dilemma here. Honestly, I don't think I've drafted too well overall. Obviously, I don't have the specific choices that I made recorded to compare, but this is just kind of ridiculous. As hilarious as 2 Archmage Antonius and Antonituses would be, I think I'm gonna go with just a 3rd different legendary and see what else this draft decides to throw at me. I'm gonna go with this Worgen Infiltrator again. I grabbed one of them before. It's just a very good 1-mana creature. This kind of choice. Okay, Shieldmaster. I already have 2 Shieldmasters, though. This is just a very good taunt card, especially good for mages who don't tend to be heavy on the creatures. But as a mage, especially in Arena, when you see Flame Strike, you take Flame Strike. And another Shieldmaster, but now an Arcane Explosion, which is good earlier game area of effect. And again, I already have 2 Shieldmasters, so another Mirror Image is very good. And this is a situation where nothing that particularly screams great at me. I've seen the Fen Creeper used very well, though, so I think I'll grab that. More taunt is never bad, and I'd prefer that to the Lord of the Arena. I do not have any spell damage in this deck yet, aside from Legendmage Thalnos, so a Kobold Geomancer probably not a bad idea. I think I'll just go for some more taunt here. Morgashawn Warden, generally not very good, but if all you need to do is put a wall between yourself and your opponent, you can do worse than this. Another Sorcerer Apprentice or another Frost Nova. I'll go with another Sorcerer's Apprentice. You are kidding me! 4! That is 4 legendaries in this draft. I don't even know how to respond to this. Okay, and no, seriously. Evaluate them. Captain Greenskin, terrible in a mage deck because I don't have a weapon. Gruul is generally regarded as not very good because he's going to get brushed down too quickly to really make use of his ability. Leroy Jenkins is questionable. Basically, if you have a way to take care of the whelps that it will spawn, he's good. And I do have AoE in this deck. And I do have taunts to sort of keep them away for a bit. So I think I'm just going to go with Leroy. And it's almost disappointing to see a rare as my last choice after this crazy draft. I'll go with the Azure Drake. Card draw, good. Spell damage, good. Alright, well, let's see how terrible this 4 legendary draft could be. Okay, we're back. We're the opponent.
Jaina versus Anduin.
A priest could actually be kind of hilarious just because I actually really like this opening hand. I mean, we have Infiltrator, Apprentice, we can get a situation where we can play Leroy Jenkins, then immediately Arcane Explosion to take care of the whelps. So I think I'm gonna keep this hand. And I'll see how this priest reacts as I play the legendaries as they come. Nothing turn 1, that's a very good sign for me, so I can just play my Worgen Infiltrator. Another option I have for next turn, just...
What you want?
Frostwolf Grunt. Not highly regarded most of the time, but in this situation works pretty well. Go ahead and play Sorcerer's Apprentice and just kill Stunt. Apologize if the volume levels are a bit off. I wasn't planning on recording, so I didn't really do a test recording before this. And he's just gonna take that out with a Divine... Oh no, Shadowward Pain. Alright, I'm fine with that then. That's 2 mana to take out 2 mana, so... Ha! Mana Wraith. Makes my creatures cost more as well. We'll see how much that affects him though. This is basically a stalling card, because it keeps him from playing his big stuff for a while. Or he could throw a Mass Dispel at a single target. That completely works for me.
Let the pain speak to me.
I think next turn, I think it's going to be Leroy Jenkins, Coin, Arcane Explosion, and see how he reacts from there. Guramashi Berserker. That changes things a bit, doesn't it? I can just polymorph it. Guramashi Berserkers are very dangerous from priests because they can just heal off the damage while retaining that +3 attack. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do here is... It feels like a very inefficient use of the coin, but at this point we're running out of time for the coin to be relevant. So I think I'm just going to do Polymorph, Coin, Fire Blast, and then just... I'm so dumb. I should have just rammed the Acolyte into that and gotten a card draw. What am I thinking? Whatever. I'm still in a pretty good position. Okay, what you bringing out? Twilight Drake with 6 HP.
Bring me steel!
And a master. Ooh, so that's gonna buff up the... On the other hand, this is a prime target for me. Acolyte of Pain to ping for card draw. Okay. How do I want to handle this? Ping for card draw, obviously. Mirror Image. That'll certainly buy me some time, so let's go ahead and play that. Now what after that, though? I could add another Taunt onto the pile. I think I gotta ping for another card draw. Sorcerer's Apprentice, very good.
Someday I'll be just
And ram that into him. And next turn. Let's see how he manages to completely ruin my flawless plan. Also of note, as we're starting to get to the point where he could throw out a... Oh my, a Light Warden. Alright, we're getting to the point where he could throw out a Mind Control. He's just throwing out all of the healing synergies. And you can just completely wipe out my side. That's lovely. Fortunately, I just do a Flame Strike, but it's not going to kill the Drake, though. Nothing for it. That's all I can really do right now. Kill those things before they healing synergy any more than they already did. You can just keep healing that Drake, too. That's a problem. Okay, what can I do? I could Mana Worm Blizzard Arcane Explosion. It's a very inefficient use of cards, though, and you can just heal the Drake again. But it would still trade for the Mana Worm at that point. He's running out of cards, too, so I can afford to spend my card advantage. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing here. Oh, duh, what am I thinking? That freezes the Drake in place. He can't do anything with it this turn. He can still heal it, so I can't just ping it off, but... That's completely run out of my AoEs, though, so Jenkins is pretty much useless now.
I hear you got a problem.
Old Assassin comes out, and he does in fact heal the Drake. Mage Thalnos. Where were you when I could have used your plus spell power? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play Fen Creeper, Blood Mage Thalnos, attack him, and with my last 2 mana I'm just gonna throw a firebolt at him. And we'll see how this turns out. I'm expecting terribly. Because despite 4 legendaries, I'm not very good at Arena yet, which is why I hadn't really been planning on recording, but we shall see. We shall see.
Must consider.
I am perfectly fine with you spending a mind control on my Blood Mage Thalnos. Because I've still got more legendaries, okay. Okay, I need to know my deck better. How many spells do I have left? I shouldn't play him now. I should play him when I can cast a spell and make sure that I get that fireball. So I think for now, I'm just gonna... let him have his card draw. Let him hit the Shield Master and heal that, and then I can throw the Snapjaw and the Firebolt at him to kill him. Or he could do something terrible to me and clear the Shield Master out without needing to spend his Assassin. Let's see what he's got.
I wonder.
A Lightwell. Irritating, but hardly the worst thing.
For the king!
And a charge feature.
Don't mess with Tusker!
I feel like he's just playing out his hand at this point. He has rightfully assumed that I'm out of AoE. And now I can just ping off that assassin, so that wasn't entirely well calculated on his part. Priest is rushing me down. What does the world come to? If I play Antonidas at this point, what can he do about it? 4 damage plus whatever spells he has, and if he does the 4 damage with creatures, he'd be killing his creatures on him. Obviously first I'm gonna ping them. And I'm gonna take out that 4, because I can. And then I'm gonna go ahead and play Antonidas. And we'll see how he responds to Antonidas. Mind control. Mind control. Should have seen that coming. So he got a spell in his hand to trigger it right away so he can start throwing fireballs at me. Okay, I can salvage this. Whatever I hit is just gonna get immediately healed by the light well, so I might as well just hit the light well out of spite. I'm pretty much definitely going to lose at this point. I did get him to spend his 2 mind controls on my legendaries, but I'm not entirely sure if I have anything else that he would have been justified spending them on. So he's buffing up his 2-5 to 2-7 just to make sure it will live even longer. Thought Steal. Oh god, what if he got my legendaries out of that?
Put this apple on your head.
A knife juggler and mirror image. Great. And he's got Blue Veil Warrior. And now comes the pinging of my taunt creature. Yeah, I'm losing this one pretty badly. Bring Leroy out, but whatever he kills would just kill him back. I could hit him for 6 damage, but what good would that really do? He's top decking at this point. Let's see what I can do in the next few turns.
You call that a weapon?
Dark Iron Dwarf. Am I dead? Crap, I think I'm dead. No, I am 1 point short of dead. Which is not saying much. I had better top deck something I have completely forgotten about. What? Is he? He's not going for the... Well, he doesn't have to go for the kill. Because with the Dark Iron Dwarf added onto all of this, he'll win next turn. So he can focus on mitigating whatever possible chance I have of winning. And he's gonna smack me because Worgen Infiltrator is not exactly what I was looking for here. Yeah, I am completely dead. I'm not completely dead, but I'm close to it. One of those. Take out that guy. And he can't kill me this turn unless he top-decked some direct damage or a really good power, well, or at least a +2 attack buff.
Do you need a blessing?
Nope, that's not what he needed. Okay, so I survive for 1 more turn. And then I'm dead. I'm not seeing much that could turn this around at this point. The legendaries are OP. Nope, that doesn't exactly help me.
No, take candle.
First kill.
Well played.
I'd say that wasn't as bad as I had feared, but he is at 30 health. Oh man. Let's do 1 more game and see how that one turns out. I never did get my Ysera, so clearly that's the problem. Of the legendaries I drew in that game, I didn't draw the good one. Nah, I would have just gotten mind controlled, and then I wouldn't have been able to easily take care of it. I guess that's the problem with playing a legendary heavy deck, is that you very much fear priest mind control, which is not exactly rare in arenas.
Jaina versus Uther.
Paladins.
I will fight with honor.
You asked for it.
Paladins not only don't have mind control, they don't really have any hard removal cards, period. So maybe this will go a little bit better. I can turn one mirror image. I could coin Sorcerer's Apprentice mirror image. That could be a pretty strong opening. Oh, and there's Antonidas.
Someday I'll be just like you!
Alright, let the game begin. Next turn I'll get Foulness out just to watch him freak out over it. All he's got for turn 2 is Reinforce. I just need to draw Leroy next, and I'll have a hand of legendaries. Alright, actually, rather than playing Foulness right now, I'm just gonna use my hero power to negate his, and then move on with the game. I'll play Foulness before I play some spell. Save the spell power buff for when I need it. Come on, dude. This isn't rocket surgery. Come on, you got 6 cards, 3 mana, you've got something you can do.
May my ancestors watch over.
That is indeed something. What to do here? Obviously this trades directly with my Sorcerer's Apprentice. As opposed to watching him bowl over my taunts, though, I think it's just a fight I'm gonna have to take. I'm in a pretty solid position. I do have another Sorcerer's Apprentice in the deck, so... I guess at this point I'm just waiting for turns 7 and 9 when I can get Antonidas and Ysera out.
Summoning portal open.
Pint-sized Summoner are always a favorite.
Reporting for duty.
Not have the means of directly removing them, so I'm going to go ahead and play my Snapjaw. And take that out.
Job done.
And this may lead to him getting something 6 cost out, which would be a pain, but I can deal with it. We'll see what he manages. Wind Fury Harpy. Not the greatest 6 cost, but... Aha! I have a Fireball. Okay, I think that was handled about as well as it could have been. 2 turns to Antonidas.
Medic!
Is he gonna heal that?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Nope, he's gonna buff it generally. What do I want to do here? I think I'll play Azure Drake. Give him another target. And then... yeah, let's go ahead and take out his Shattered Sun Cleric. Ah, and that gives me 1 cost I can play. Okay, I think I handled that about as well as I could. Starting next turn, I can get Antonidas out.
They are bent to my command.
Spiteful Smith.
Reporting for duty.
Interesting choice. Okay. That is not what I need at the moment. That is the opposite of what I need. Okay. How am I gonna handle this? Now is not the time to bring Antonius out. Antonius. Why do I keep saying Antonius? I have no idea. Okay.
I
I'm
wonder.
going to take that out. That is without a question. And I'm going to take that out. And then what after that? I think just getting the Shield Master out is my best bet.
First kill.
He has to attack the Shield Master. Obviously that triggers his Enrage, but unless he has a true Silver Champion ready to equip, the Enrage isn't going to do him any good.
Reporting for duty.
You call that a weapon?
He does not have it ready, although that is going to completely kill my Shield Master, which was not part of the plan. I do have a second Shield Master, though, and I can still take this out.
First kill. Tadingo!
Let's go ahead and bring Thalnos out, just for the lulz. Just to start getting my legendaries out, just to see how he reacts to them. Like, see if he pulls just like a Hammer of Wrath or something on that to get it out of the way in a blind panic. We can have a Gurabashi Berserker, that's also a choice. If he attacks the Sentient Shield Master with his Dark Iron Dwarf, then I could just... Okay, so he's gonna topple the taunt. Does he have a heal for that? Answer is no.
Reporting for duty.
Mirror Image. Not entirely helpful, but not unhelpful either. Yep.
More soul!
Okay, here's the plan. Anthem. Mirror Image. And Sacrifice, just because. I said before, Paladins don't really have any hard removal, so I wonder what he'll do to try to get rid of Antonius quick. Got your Silver Champion. My friends are chatting.
not
Aww, how could you silence Antonius?
Reporting for duty.
Oh well, I've gotten one fireball out of him already, so... Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill that Gurabashi Berserker before it can snowball.
Battle!
Is that the best way to take care of that? Yeah, it is. Take out that before we can buff it with something. And I'm going to get Mana Wraith out. No, I'm not going to get Mana Wraith out. I'm going to get Geomancer out. I'm assuming he's going to spend his other True Silver Champion charge taking on Antonius, which will clear the way for me to get Ysera out while he doesn't have a weapon. My assumption, as far as that was concerned, is correct.
Justice.
Guardian of Kings.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, should have played Mana Wraith. Got a Blizzard. I can Fen Creeper and Blizzard, and then take out the Guardian of Kings next turn. Basically what I want to do is make sure that he's out of options when I play Ysera. Just have it as like a trump card.
I wonder.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's going to do 3 damage. So instead, I can Frostbolt, sacrifice my Kobold, and then Organ Infiltrator Mana Ring. Duh, 'cause the Kobold was buffing the spell power. Now he's weighing his options.
Let me think.
Second one, you want the second one. Consecration. Lovely removal card.
Reporting for duty.
Join or die, or both.
Cult Master. Nice one. I'm just gonna let him have a card draw.
I dream and the world trembles.
Dream. Return a minion to its owner's hand. That could be pretty useful. Oh, well, obviously that's not very useful. Rather, that's not harmful for him at this point, because I'm already at max mana crystals. And he's sacrificing stuff into Ysera for card draw, and then he'll probably sacrifice his Cult Master last. He's probably well, if he's got a Hammer of Wrath, then he can completely kill
Wanna
it.
blow something up?
I guess that's not entirely bad for him, because he's got the Cult
sorry.
Master, but still pretty hilarious. I know, he's just bypassing Ysera and going for me. Okay, okay. Now let's get some taunts up. Let's get taunt up, let's get Star Crusader out, just because I can do stuff. If I ping the Cult Master this turn, I can finish it off next turn. Second dream card is another dream. This is not the most helpful for me right now, Ysera. Get me better cards. And that said, if he does play something just big and stompy, I can return it for no cost. He's probably gonna do is he's gonna sacrifice the Mad Bomber into the Fen Creeper for a card draw, and then probably finish it off with the Cult Master. Just so that I don't have that taunt up, although then I can get the Morgashon Warden out. Which is not as damaging a taunt, but it does have more health. I can theoretically... It's not as hard a decision to decide to attack it or not, but it can stand 2 attacks for longer. And I do have Ysera's Dreams. If he plays something big cost that I could send right back into his face.
The might of Stormwind!
Or something like that.
Reporting for duty.
So what's he gonna do? Sacrifice that for card draw, and then he's gonna ram the Cult Master into it at this point.
Move quickly.
Or not. I could dream it, or I could polymorph it. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna polymorph. Ping. Probably should kill the Cult Master first.
Join or die. Breathe rest.
And now let the Morgashon Warden out. If I have nothing to do on a given turn, what I could do is dream Ysera and then replay her.
Got a hit, God!
Just refresh her health. Ooh, Flesh-Eating Ghoul.
Bring me steel!
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
Join or die.
this one.
Pandaria will be ours!
I am not sure why my game's lagging so much right now.
For the crusade! I shall bring you rest.
I think that's a pretty good use of Ysera's dreams to protect my other minions from Ysera Awakens, which wins me the game next turn unless he can heal himself. So, I guess my answer to the question after last match was, yes, I lost because I didn't get Ysera out. Oh my. Ysera's card's just stupid. Alright, well, I think it's always best to end on a high note, so I'll leave that there. I'll make sure that I record the rest of this arena run for you guys so that you can see how well this 4 legendary arena deck does. Oh my, oh my. Well, I shall see you all next time.